Hey, this is the El Donzo and D's show. We're back on Cities 92.9, the news and talk of Bloomington Normal. I'm El Donzo.
I'm D's.
And we're paying a little bit of homage to our favorite first son, Hunter Biden, right here on this segment.
Yeah, she don't like cocaine, but Hunter does.
Yes, he definitely does. So anyway, we're talking about this Hunter Biden deal. We're talking about the cocaine in the White House and the idiocy that abounds from this. So I've got this pulled up. White House spokesperson refuses to deny Trump's charge West Wing cocaine belongs to Joe or Hunter Biden. So let's go down and read what President Trump had to say. This is what he tweeted on, well, I say tweeted, what he posted on Truth Social. Quote, does anybody really believe that the cocaine found in the West Wing of the White House, very close to the Oval Office, is for the use of anyone other than Hunter and Joe Biden? But watch, the fake news media will soon start saying that the amount found was very small and it wasn't really cocaine but rather common ground-up aspirin, and the story will vanish. Has deranged Jack Smith, the crazy Trump-hating special prosecutor, been seen in the area of the cocaine? He looks like a crackhead to me. You know what? You got to love Donald Trump and how he just comes out swinging at everything.
I never really paid that much attention, but I do have to admit that Jack Smith does kind of look like Hunter Biden looked in some of those laptop photos.
He does. It could be a stunt double in some of them. So this is what happened. So White House Deputy Press Secretary Andrew Bates took several questions from reporters about the discovery Sunday of cocaine in the West Wing during a Thursday morning flight on Air Force One to an appearance in South Carolina by Joe Biden. Bates hid behind the Secret Service investigation to not give direct answers. Bates refused to deny whether the cocaine belongs to Joe or Hunter Biden. So Andrew Bates won't even come out and say whether yes or no. This is what he said when he was asked, quote, I don't have a response to that because we have to be careful about the Hatch Act. What I will say is that I have noticed there does seem to be some increasing frustration coming from that corner in general, and I think it's probably rooted in the contrast between their substantive policy records. One more, former President Trump has made some pretty wild posts recently on social media. One of them was that the cocaine found in the White House it belonged to either the president or his son. Are you willing to say that that's not the case, that they don't belong to them? And these people are deranged.
That reminds me of that video of that kid, which I think we've played on the show before about, you ever have a dream where you could, and then you would dream that you could do anything?
Why are they? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what these people sound like. We didn't have the audio clip of that. We should have gotten the audio clip. That would have been a good one to play.
That's what it sounded like.
That's it. Yeah, you watched it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was exactly that. So anyway, going on from this, yeah, there's cocaine in the White House. It's nothing to worry about, folks. This happens all the time. It's cocaine here, cocaine there, cocaine everywhere. Best family in the world to ever be living in the White House, running the damn country into the ground, by the way. So check this out. This is another.
How do they not know? Like, here's my theory. They know whose it is already.
I agree with that.
And if they don't, then we need to seriously rehash the security at the White House. Like, this
you
is
can't
supposed
tell
to be,
me that.
Yeah,
go ahead.
This is supposed to be literally the most secure location on the planet, at the very least, the most secure location in the United States. There should be a camera covering every square inch with laser beams and everything. And you can't tell me that they can't pinpoint who put it there. And again, going back to things that I said on segment 1, knowing my fair share of cokeheads in my day, there is zero chance that if it was a baggie of cocaine, that there are not fingerprints on said baggie.
There has to be. There has to be. I mean, nobody in that White House is that slick. You just listen to these. You know what really, really pisses me off is when I try to read transcripts of what these idiots say to each other, and I get jumbled up. I'm like, what the hell are you guys talking about? Can't you give a clear and concise answer to something? Even the reporters, traipsing around this, like, well, so what do you, stop. Just spit come on, man. It's just like Joe Biden would say, come on, man. There's something else, though, that really bugs me about this family. They're miscreants are disgusting people. This is another one that the White House refuses to answer questions about, is Biden's estranged 4-year-old granddaughter that Hunter fathered with the stripper. Have you kept up on this?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we talked about this when the support hearing was just starting, and how conveniently it was settled right literally within a couple of days of the plea agreement. And initially they said that they settled on $5,000 a month, I believe, after it was $20,000. But then somebody said that it was an undisclosed amount, which tells me that they probably paid her a bunch of hush money.
Well, I'm sure they did. I mean, that's what they know. That's the only thing that this family has ever known. Is
she also dropped her request to change the little girl's last name to Biden. So
they paid her off.
Yeah, the fact that, like I said, that was done literally, I want to say within 2 days of the plea deal. Like, they are trying to sweep everything possible under the rug, including a bag of cocaine.
These people know no sense of accountability.
No.
They don't know about it. They don't have any idea how that works, is to be accountable for your actions. And to have, when somebody comes into your family, they come into your family, and you should try to welcome them in. I don't care what circumstances that's in. Okay? There's no accountability. All these people have ever known in their life is either they get paid to do stuff, or they pay other people to make stuff go away for them. They've never had their feet held to the fire. They've been grifting off this country, or Joe Biden has, for 40 or 50 years.
I used to feel bad for Trump's press secretaries because they used to get just absolutely grilled. And I know what you're going to say, but I do feel bad for Karina Jean-Pierre. Because
I don't. She's an idiot.
At the end of the day,
No.
she's doing a job. And her job is to continuously try and answer questions about this effed up family and all of their mistakes.
I don't feel bad for her, and I'll tell you why. She saw what Jen Psaki had to go through. Okay? I don't even want to hear that. I don't feel one bit bad for Karine Jean. Karine Jean-Pierre has no business being on a podium in the first place. That's not her cup of tea. The only reason she was hired, and it wasn't for meritocracy, because she was black and she was lesbian, and she's French too. First black lesbian French press secretary that they've ever had. She's not French. I don't know if she's French. Jean-Pierre. I don't even know that.
Maybe it was hers, because you know what? If I had to stand up there in front of all these people,
geeking out, wouldn't you?
Shouting questions about scumbag Hunter, I would need to go home and just blow a
I would
rail
too.
Also, like,
I would too.
I can't take it anymore.
It'd be like you turn around and get off stage like, Jesus,
right?
I can't do this. Somebody give me. I need a bump, man. I need to do something. I'm dying up there, man. I'm dying. I'd probably have substance abuse issues too if I was Karine Jean-Pierre. But let's get back to the story. It's New York Post. White House press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre once again declined to answer questions about President Biden's estranged granddaughter following a weekend report claiming that aides are told not to acknowledge Hunter's child with a former stripper. Jean-Pierre was asked about the New York Times bombshell report Saturday on 4-year-old Navy Joan Roberts, whom Hunter Biden shares with Arkansas baby mama London Alexis Roberts at Wednesday's press briefing. This is what she had to say. This is the reporter. There was a story in the New York Times over the weekend about Hunter Biden's daughter in Arkansas. Does the president acknowledge this little girl as his granddaughter? Her response, I don't have anything to share from here. Wow. Why would they not acknowledge this? Like, nobody knows? Like, the only way that anybody's going to confirm that this is Hunter Biden's daughter is if they actually come out and say it. It's like, if we don't say anything, this will just go away.
Yeah. No, it's disgusting that, it's been proven. There's been the paternity test. Like, there's zero question that is his daughter. And the fact that here the, president of the United States, leader of the free world, whatever you want to call him, refuses to acknowledge this child. I mean, look, you don't have to give her the name. You don't have to invite her to the White House, but at least have the common decency to be like, yeah, this is our other grandchild. It is what it is.
They wouldn't even hang stockings up for the little girl.
Instead of completely ignoring the fact that she exists.
How do you think she's going to feel when she gets older and has just been abandoned by her super rich, powerful family?
Yeah, well, given the way this, young generation is softer than soft serve, yeah, it's going to be bad. It's going to scar her. Like, just super powerful, super rich family is basically saying you don't exist to us.
Rejection is a horrible thing.
Mm-hmm.
It really is. And what her mom should do is probably close her legs first thing, okay, before she goes out and screws any more Bidens. And the second thing is she should be a responsible mother, take whatever money she can get from these dirt bags, and raise her little girl to not know anything about this.
Yeah, well, that's the thing that she already knows. Like, it's the daughter knows who she is, knows.
But wait a minute, how old's the daughter?
4.
Okay, that can be deprogrammed out
Yeah.
of her. And I hate to use the word deprogram. 4 years old, you can start to you can curve that really easily at 4 years old.
But can you at this point though?
I don't know. I'd make every effort to try it.
Well, I understand that, but I mean, this woman is now, with all the court cases and everything, it's gonna be like, oh, your classmates with Little Navy. Oh, her mom's
No.
London. That's you know.
I get where you're coming from with this, but I think that's going to be more of a fart in the wind, to be honest with you. I think this.
I don't know, with social media, and you can't.
Yeah, I don't
you
know. I
Can't
think
do anything anymore without everybody finding out about it.
here's the thing.
I would try, but I think it's going to be very difficult.
Unfortunately, we're staring down the barrel of thermonuclear war coming up. So people should be probably focused on that. And I focus on this stuff. It's big news. It's disgusting. This is big stuff for a president's family
It's
to be
huge.
doing.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
this whole last 6 months, 8 months, however long it's been, it all become a blur. But
This is what Aldonzo thinks. Once the nukes start falling, everybody's going to forget about what's her name? Robert something? Alexis what? Some stripper? This is the Aldonzo and D Show. We'll be right back here on Cities 92.9, the news and talk of Bloomington Normal.